Coach, this is your first time taking a full-on offensive coordinator role since you were with the Giants in 2018. What has this process been like for you taking over as the offensive coordinator here?
Well, it's been very refreshing, number one. I think it's, I feel lucky. I feel, just very energized to be around this football team and this program with Coach Beamer's leadership and our assistant coaches. And, it's been a while. Last year was the first time in a while I've been around some younger guys, 18, 19-year-old guys. But the thing I've noticed specifically about this place is guys are really eager to do what you ask them to do. And they don't want to let you down, and I think that's kind of that showed up during I think this time last year, I remember just when we went to training camp, it really started to kind of like manifest itself. And then during the season, the same thing, we had some ups and downs, and then we got on a little roll. And I think the off season, even though we lost some guys on both sides of the ball, these guys that are coming back have a hunger and wanting to get better from last year, and they've really welcomed the newcomers. They've meshed well. Now we haven't played a game, but you just kind of can. Sometimes you can kind of just tell, in practice and meetings, things like that. Watching them in workouts, all that kind of stuff. You can kind of just tell these guys enjoy being around each other and they enjoy football.
You were around the team last year, around the Norse a whole bunch last year. Have you noticed the game kind of start to slow down a little bit for him heading into year two?
Well, I mean, it's time will tell, but if you just base it on spring ball and even from the end of spring ball compared to when he first started spring ball, yes, I have. But now that has to happen during the course of the season and when you start playing football games. But I think the stuff that we're doing, I think he's got a high comfort level with, but it needs to continue. We all need to continue to get better, think faster, make good decisions, make them faster, and then physically, for him, getting the ball there on time and throwing to the right receiver and being accurate.
You've been around football for a very long time. Is there anybody in particular that Sellers kind of reminds you of, and what about Lenore Sellers makes him a special quarterback?
Yeah, I don't usually, unless something's just like really obvious, I don't usually make a lot of comparisons. I know everybody else is making a lot of comparisons with him, but I think he's just his own guy right now. He's, I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
What makes him such a special quarterback?
Yeah, so he's very talented. He can be very accurate. We're still working on the consistency of that. He understands. He's got a fast mind. I think that's the other thing that he understands what you're trying to get accomplished with each play. And then we all saw last year, he's got a natural instinct of all of a sudden things aren't going well. He can make some really good decisions, and he's talented enough to whether or not he's throwing it or running it to move the ball forward.
Coach Beamer said if y'all played tomorrow and somebody had to go in for Sellers, that it would be Luke. But how do you kind of frame up what it's going to take for him or one of those other guys to earn that backup role?
Yeah, so it's, there's competition there for sure, and Luke's done a really nice job. And then, Air just got here, Cutter just got here. We all know, you guys have seen these guys, seen how hard it is for young guys to come in and get themselves ready to play. But that being said, they're doing a really good job, and they're going to continue to compete on that. We got to, obviously, it's a little bit of a juggling act because we got to make sure Lenore gets his enough reps where he's feeling real good about what he's doing. But and then and Luke's done a really nice job. He's been here, but he's played a lot of positions. But that doesn't mean he automatically should just know. Same thing. He does a good job of not taking anything for granted and studying it and working hard. And, so yeah, there's a little bit of a comfort level there. He had a nice spring for us, but those other two guys are developing and getting better each day.
How much of the spring do you feel like you knew exactly what you wanted this offensive scheme to be versus, like some coaches talk about, hey, we're going to throw some stuff at them and then adjust based on what we saw, or some coaches are like, we kind of know what we want to be and we're going to just install
Yeah,
it.
I think the biggest thing that we wanted to do for this, especially this day and age in college football where you're getting so many new guys. I mean, think about how many new guys we have on offense. from the first day of spring compared to the last day of our game, or the last ever game. So just to kind of build a foundation of what our identity is going to be about and get guys really comfortable with what they're doing. Maybe give up a little bit on trying to add a bunch of stuff back in spring ball, or and just having guys feel really good about the foundation of our offense. And then now we can move forward with knowing that those guys have a good library of what we've done so far and on the stuff that's going to be our core.